5 counts of attempted murder, 11 counts of sexual assault, and 14 counts of burglary. Number 1. The same detective that worked on the Hillside Strangler also pursued the night-stalker Ramirez. Number 2. Before Ramirez's arrest, he was a mystery killer dubbed the Walking Killer or the Valley Intruder. This was because of how many of his crimes were committed in the San Fernando Valley. Number 3. While most killers stick to a specific method of killing, Richard would use many different weapons, ranging from knives to machetes to hammers, a tire iron, as well as a .22 revolver. In one case, he couldn't find the knife, so in vain, he took some electrical cord to strangle the people. Number 4. When it come to the trial, it was no secret he wanted to shoot the jury. And just maybe, the devil had answered him, as one of the jury was shot to death by their boyfriend. Although Ramirez had nothing to do with this, the jury was still very scared. It had turned out that the woman was murdered by her boyfriend, and then he later committed suicide in a hotel, clearing Ramirez. But of course the jury was still completely out of their mind. Of course they was. Number 5. The trial was delayed for 3 years, but this was a massive tactic by the defense of Ramirez. Due to over time, witnesses and victims tend to forget things, and this of course infuriated the jury even more, as they knew exactly what the defense was doing. Number 6. An article in 1985 from the Los Angeles Times revealed that Ramirez was a big AC/DC fan, and that he loved the Highway to Hell album because he was a Satanist. The band actually started having problems with booking shows. This was because of the assumption that their music led Ramirez to commit his crimes. But this was nothing more than a happy coincidence. Number 7. Ramirez actually got married 6 years after he entered prison to a woman named Doreen Loy. The wedding details published by the San Francisco Chronicle revealed that Ramirez's wife was a self-proclaimed virgin and planned to wear a white dress at the wedding. Oh, and she also said she will commit suicide when he gets the death sentence so they can be together in the next life. Whatever works for you guys, I guess. Number 8. One of the most strangest and vile part of Richard Ramirez's bloody reign of terror is the age spread of his victims, which were as young as 9 and as old as 83. Often, serial killers hunt the same sort of person over and over, but this man simply just didn't care. Number 9. Several news publications reported that Ramirez turned bright green right before he died. In fact, the shade of green was so bright that the unidentified source who told the media about Ramirez's death compared the serial killer's skin colour to a green highlighter pen. Given Ramirez's connections to Satanism and the incredible violence of his killings, perhaps it's not so shocking that he would die in such an unusual way. And finally, number 10. Ramirez stated to reporters after the death sentence was issued, "Big deal. Death always went with the territory. See you in Disneyland." Also, I found another quote of his. "Satanists need to have more faith than Christians because Christ was seen and felt. Lucifer was never felt. The need to be seen. Lucifer has never felt the need to be seen, but in everyone's soul he can be felt." Anyway guys, that's it for this week. That's this episode done. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I could really go on about this guy. There's so much stuff about him. There's so many different quotes from him. And just, wow. I could probably sit here and write a documentary about him. That's how much stuff there is about him. There are actually documentaries about him. But I didn't really want to do that. I just wanted to sort of trim the fat and just take, you know, some facts about him and stuff like that. I may end up recovering him on a later video and going into a lot more depth about him and stuff like that. But hope you enjoyed this one. Please subscribe and like and all that rest of it. Leave a comment. Tell me if you hated it. Tell me if you liked it. And all my subscribers, I know I've only got 11, but if you're following these videos, just to let you know, once I'm done with the serial killer side, which is season 1, season 2 is going to be completely different. It may just be like weird science experiments, or it may be something else. This is just me experimenting with my whole like Fright Size Weirdness episodes. So each season is going to be different. So for instance, this is going to be 7 episodes of killers. Next month might be 7 totally weird science experiments you can do at home. Then after that, it might be, you know, weird facts about space or something like that. I'm going to keep changing it up. I don't think I've said that before, but maybe I have. I can't remember. But I'm going to keep changing it up every season and stuff like that, and just have a little play around with everything. You know what I mean? Being new to YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, that's it from me. I'm rambling, and I'll see you next week. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter. I'll put all the links in the description and all the rest of it, and I will see you next week, guys. Goodbye.